She would come.
Luckily it was
to my house
down,
at
we just-
7:15, and have the workers come at 7:15.
Uh-huh.
That way, after my dog's done doing it, right before.
Appreciate your
They're like, oh, we can't do that.
That takes away what's the matter.
It's exciting to see it get done, so. And I see on the other side, I was over at Menards the other day, and they're doing a whole new,
One seat, not three.
I don't know.
yeah.
There's something coming in there, they wouldn't be building that road.
Yeah.
Something coming out.
That's what I thought, cause normally that road, you know, there's nothing back there.
Oh, I know.
You know, I haven't heard yet what's coming in, but it's gonna be coming.
Yeah, I wouldn't be still gonna these 3 seats.
Probably another road truck.
Stuff by Roadhouse, for out back there. You had those signs up there in the front lot, they're all gone. They had, so we got a real estate sign, and another one, and they're all cleaned out, gone. So we're just there for a long time. He's finally gonna do something. Trito's coming along.
Yeah, they're making headway, but it's like, we got a south that's doing the dirt one, but as a retired guy, so we can only work 70 hours a day, come at something. I'd like working 20 hours.
Chief.
But yeah, tell
Chief.
them.
Evansville Town Council meeting for June 8th, 26 is now called to order.
Mayor Ernie Blackford.
Here.
Councilmember Dacia Edwards.
Here.
Councilmember Greg Buskett.
Here.
Councilmember Malavino.
Here.
Councilmember Chad Edwards.
Here.
Town Engineer Shane Porter.
Here.
Town Treasurer Lexi Erickson.
Here.
Chief of Police Mike Thompson.
Here.
Fire Chief Mark Cornett asked to be excused tonight. And Town Attorney Scott Murray is.
He just walked in.
coming in.
I was gonna say, I just
Just walked in.
That's funny, I totally heard it here and I'm like, who said that?
admitted it that way.
Town Clerk Janelle Underwood and rest of citizens.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As you can see, we waited.
I appreciate it, Mayor. I'm saying it's construction season and I tend to forget that.
Okay. Do I have a motion for approval of agenda?
A motion?
Second.
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Next, consent agenda. We have 3 items under that. Approval of minutes, regular meeting, May 11th, 2026, and May 11, 2026, work session. Approval of business license, BuildWise LLC, and approval of bills. Do I have a motion?
I move.
A second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? No discussion. All those in favor?
I
Opposed? Motion passed.
Could I correct that? It should be May 26th, my apologies.
May 26th.
Do we need to revote with the amendment?
Oops, I didn't even notice that.
I
My
didn't
bad.
either until, it should be May 26th.
Both of those should be.
Well, no, just May 26th, regular council meeting.
Okay.
Well, let's do this right. Do I have a motion to amend the regular meeting, May 11th to May 26th?
I'll make a motion
I'll
to,
second.
Okay, I got a motion and a second to amend it. All those in favor?
I
Opposed? Motion passed.
My apologies, I
That
was
is
so
now-
focused on everything else.
May 26th. Yeah, tell me about it. I know the feeling. Okay. Okay, we will now open it up for a public hearing for the fiscal year 2025-2026 amended budget and the fiscal year 2026-27 budget. Are there any comments from the public? Any comments?
Is this about the water increase that's later?
No,
Okay,
no.
just making sure.
It's just a public hearing about our budget that we just
Oh, okay,
Just the budget.
went through and passed.
thank you.
Okay. Okay, with no comments, I'm closing public comments or public hearing on the budget. Now, are there any public comments over general?
There, now that we got that straight.
I'm Phil Durkee and I live at 644 Eagle Trail. I just wanted to just talk a little bit about the water rate increase. There was a post that was put on Facebook and stuff that said it was a 30% increase. Well, that's not right. It's actually is 10. If you do it in 2 increments and you do 5%, then another 5%, it actually comes out to 10.2%. So if you want to get technical and stuff about it. And typically my bill is $1,208.81 a year. So at the 10.2%, it would be an increase of $123.30. At 10%, it's $120.09. So that's only a $3.21 difference. The low usage months are November through April, with October being the lowest of the high usage months, and July is the highest of the high usage months. So anyway, is what I would like, I guess I'm suggesting is that we do a 10% increase for October usage, which would be your November bill. And then that way, you know, with it going into effect the July 1st, that's gonna be the most impact on the residents. Because that's on my bill anyway, that's my highest usage month. So, and this is only, I don't know, you guys can do whatever you want, I guess, on the non-resident and the commercial. I'm assuming the non-resident are the people that fill up their tanks or whatever. Is that mostly what that is?
And part of it, brokers too, yeah.
Yeah. So, and also is the other thing I want to ask is which one of the work sessions was a discussion about raising the rates and with the dollar figures and that type of thing? Does anybody know which day it's on? Was on?
There
wasn't a work session.
It wasn't discussed in a work session?
No.
Huh, somebody lied to me. Okay, wasn't any of you guys, believe me. But anyway, I'm kind of a dollars and cents person. And I guess for me to be comfortable, I would really like to see the dollars and cents of what we gotta raise 10%. Rather, and I don't know if that was just taken out of the air or if it's an actual increase. I do know we haven't had an increase since 2023, I believe. So anyway, that's all I have.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, we did have some people show up for the community garden to put that in. And Alana, you know way more about it than I do. But anyway, I kind of suggested to them that there's 3 little boxes that are the closest to Veterans Drive there, that they not worry about that. You know, maybe those boxes should be just taken out, but they barely got enough people to handle what's there at the main area. So I guess in my mind, and then that would address some of the issues that you had with the water usage. Because if you aren't water in those 3.
I'm not sure what they're doing with it. I have stepped
Yeah.
back and was super busy this weekend, and it was one of those, I wanted to get out and try to be there, and then when they
Uh-huh.
announced the dates, and I was like, yeah, we've got 4-H all day, and then we've got all the
Yep.
other things, so it's just like, yep, I actually haven't even got a chance to speak to her or even get down there and check out the boxes.
Okay, because I was there for like an hour and a half or something, but 95 outside, that was about, as long as this old man could stand it out there, so. But anyway, that was my suggestion to him, so maybe that's something you guys could look into, and that would maybe address part of the water usage, so. But I think they got the rest of it planted, as far as I know.
Cool.
So, at least when I left, they were ready to start planting, and that's when I bailed, so, thank you.
Thank you for
Phil.
going and helping.
Thank you.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm also here, on the water rate.
Name?
Tanya Brigance. I also, like Phil Gerke, would like to know as to why these rates are going up so high. I know we haven't had a price increase. I know we probably do need one. I do believe that we should just raise it either in July or in January, and then raise it again next year if you guys feel the need. But I'm reading this as it's gonna go up, and then $3.58 per 1,000 gallons. There is talk on Facebook, there's talk in our neighborhood that everybody's just gonna let their grass dry up because they're not gonna be able to afford it. So I would just like to make it to where people can still afford to water their grass, so we don't look like junkyards around here, because nobody can afford their water with the sewer going up and the trash going up. So I would propose if you're gonna raise it and then not do the per 1,000 gallons of water. Because even with people with a big family, you gotta estimate like how many times does a person flush a toilet in a day, or how many showers do you take in a day? That's going to add up quite a bit. So before you guys take a vote, or whatever you guys decide that you guys are going to do, I'd appreciate it if you guys took all that into consideration for the residents of Evansville.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other public comments? Any other public comments? If there's no more public comments. Public comments is closed. And we will now have a public hearing to sell town equipment. Janelle?
Mr. Mayor and Council, brought before you tonight is the sale of a 1995 Ford Vector truck to the town of Burlington in the amount of $9,000. And we're required to open or hold a public hearing to take any comments for or against the sale of that piece of equipment. And Public Works Director Dan Corson is here if you have any questions regarding this proposed sale to the town of Burlington for the 1995 Ford Vector truck. And if you don't have any questions for him or anything, then I would just ask that you open the public hearing for any public comments for or against before you take action.
So, are there any public comments on us selling this piece of equipment to Burlington? Okay. If there's no comments for or against, then guess we need a motion to okay this, selling this, right?
Authorize the sale of.
Authorize to sell it, okay. So do I have a motion to authorize to sell this piece of equipment?
I so move.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any discussion on this?
Dan, what's the approximate value of that piece of equipment? And I assume, are we giving it to the town at a discounted rate to help them in their services so that they
Yeah,
have that
the
ability?
approximate value I found on that truck was 10,000.
So it's
And
basically. the
they
value.
offered us 9,
Okay.
so,
Right.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
That's all I have.
Close enough for government work
Yep.
for me. there's no more discussion on that, do all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. And number 5, ordinance number 3-2026, ordinance to amend chapter 40-2-10. Janelle?
Mr. Mayor and Council, brought before you tonight is ordinance 3-2026. This is an ordinance to amend chapter 40-2-10 of the town code. This is a ordinance that would further define how and what the guidelines would be to put water restrictions in place by resolution if so required. It's brought before you tonight on third and final reading.
Do I have a motion for ordinance 3-2026?
All motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this?
Janelle, have we heard anything from the state about, of them putting a call on the water or anything like that so far? Nothing?
Not yet.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Pray we don't hear from them.
Yeah.
Okay, no more discussion, and all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Key item 6, ordinance number 5-2026, fiscal year 2025-26 budget amendment.
Mr. Mayor and Council, brought before you tonight is ordinance 5-2026. This is an ordinance providing for the amendment of the annual budget for the town of Evansville, Wyoming from July 1, 2025 through June 30th, 2026, and it's brought before you tonight on second reading.
Okay, do I have a motion for this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Okay, next one, ordinance number 6-2026, fiscal year 2026-27 budget, second reading.
Mr. Mayor and Council, brought before you tonight is ordinance 6-2026. This is an ordinance appropriate amount of money necessary to defray all expenses and liabilities of the town of Evansville for fiscal year July 1, 2026 through June 30th, 2027. That's brought before you tonight on second reading.
Okay, do I have a motion?
All motion?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Okay, next one, ordinance number 7-2026, an ordinance to amend water rates. Janelle?
Mr. Mayor, Council, brought before you tonight is ordinance 2026. This is an ordinance to amend water rates. This is to increase the water rates effective July 1, 2026 at 5%, and then additional 5% rate increase January 1, 2027. It's brought before you tonight on second reading.
Do I have a motion for this ordinance?
I move.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on this?
Lexi, can you walk us through numbers? Are you available to walk through so public has more the numbers and that kind of stuff? And why?
I don't have it in front of me right now. I do not have it in front of me right now.
Okay, sorry, I could not hear on that one. Can you walk us through why we're having our increases? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Increases, we have had 2 separate increases from the city of Casper for trash. We have had increased sewer fees. Chemicals to treat the water have gone up. So we can either do a step increase and try to mitigate our expenses, or we can hit with a huge expense all at once. So that's where we are at.
And it's been 2 years since we've had any increase
years.
on any of these.
3 years.
3 years. Okay. And even with this increase, my understanding is we are still going to be cheaper than Casper.
Yes,
And I
I
believe
use-
Mills is quite a bit
Yes.
higher.
I use 7,000 gallons in Casper and my water bill is $150.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And
we're
I
getting,
think we're getting hit with another increase too, so
a pretty,
So,
we're trying not to do it all at once, so.
yeah, is there a way that obviously in the next meeting or something that we can get those numbers that we saw in the email that you'd had per year on our budget and then what it's gonna be bringing in? Can we get those numbers, put in the, I guess, coming in our next council meeting on our third and final reading, so people can have exact numbers?
What numbers are?
The numbers
for?
that you had sent us in that email.
The spreadsheet?
Nope, it was, I'd have to get back to it. It would be on, sorry, it's a slow tablet. April 27th, when you gave revenues to the year on sewers, the expenditures, and the anticipated by year end of revenue of how much more we are spending and actually what is being brought in.
Was that not all in the email?
It was, that's what I was just, but obviously for the public going into,
Well, read the email.
But the public doesn't have it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where,
Aren't you looking at it?
well, right, but at the same time, I mean, just so people can see the numbers, I can read it, but that's where it was more of I'd like it on paper form so people can see it, is what I was getting at.
Sure.
Janelle, can we make sure that that's in the packet for next time?
Yeah, somebody will need to get that to me.
Okay,
I'll print it.
I didn't know if that was, if you were CC'd on it or not.
No.
This is not, it's not wanting to open all the way to see.
I was gonna say, I thought you were starting to read it and then.
No,
it's like,
that's where it was.
Do you not have it?
No, I do, and that's
Or-
where it was just, I wanted to make sure that these are numbers, because obviously there's some things that we get, but I wanted to make sure this was obviously something that people, because, I mean, they want to know the numbers, and so.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lexi will get me the numbers and yeah, I can make it part of the packet at the next meeting.
Perfect, thank you.
thank you, Lexi.
Thank you.
welcome.
Appreciate that. Okay. Is there any more discussion on this? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Item number 9, ordinance number 8-2026. An ordinance to amend sewer rates. Janelle.
Mr. Mayor and Council, brought before you tonight is ordinance 8-2026. This is an ordinance to amend the sewer rates. The first rate increase would go into effect July 1, 2026 at 5%, and then the second rate increase would go into effect January 1 of 2027 at the rate of 5%. That's brought before you tonight on second reading.
Do I have a motion for this ordinance?
I'll motion.
I second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this? I will throw one comment out on this one. City of Casper just increased their rates on, excuse me, on the sewer rates alone by 18%. And that, they did that all at once. And the reason they did that is because they got caught short because the past councils and governing body did not increase at a small rate. And they got caught with some real big expenditures and had to pay it all at once. So they're trying to play catch up. And we don't want to get ourselves into the same position. And anytime they raise their rates for the sewer and the garbage rates, it affects us. It costs us more money because of everything they do. So we cannot allow ourselves to get behind. And that's all I have to say on the matter. Any other discussion?
I might just add, I don't know if it's public knowledge that all of our sanitary sewer goes to Casper. I don't know if everybody knows that. I just wanted to make sure that that's
A good point.
clear. I mean, that all the sewer generated in Evansville all goes to a main line going into Casper for treatment, so
And trash.
the entire town.
Water is separate, but our trash and sewer, we are directly connected to Casper. So when they increase rates, it affects us directly. And if we don't pass on the rates, we're gonna get ourselves in trouble, quite frankly. Any other discussion? Thank you for that comment. Okay, there's no more discussion on that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. And onwards to number 10, ordinance 9/2026, ordinance to amend sanitation rates. Janelle?
Mr. Mayor and Council, brought before you tonight is ordinance 9/2026. This is an ordinance to increase the sanitation rates. The first increase would be July 1 of 2027 at 5%. The second increase would go into effect January 1 of 2027 at 5%. That's brought before you tonight on second reading.
Do I have a motion for this ordinance?
I'll motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion on this topic?
Since we're enlightening things, I would like to add, with the sanitation routes, we all get our paper copies, which we all believe is a free bale fill pass to take up there to the dump. In reality, that is not free. The town pays for that. The town pays for every pass that's submitted up there. I don't know what the rate is anymore. I know it's a lot higher than it was when I was here before. That alone, if I recall, when I started on council, it was like $18 a pass. I believe it's like $25 or $26 a pass is what we pay for every one of those passes up there right now. So it's just another one of those things that I don't believe everybody truly understands that there's a cost for those. So that's all.
Thank you for that comment.
I know it's not public comment, but may I ask a question?
Yes.
Since the town of Evansville pays for the passes for the landfill, and those are predicated on a water bill, if a pass is not used, does the town have to pay it?
No, it's only for passes used.
Okay, any more comments?
I'd just like to add one too. When their garbage is collected around town, we do pay City of Casper. We are a customer of City of Casper. Most recent number is $13,847 in 1 month. We paid City of Casper for bale fill expense only. So I just want to get that out there, and that is an actual expense that we do occur, and that's a monthly recurring expense. So
That's a little food for thought.
I have one more comment to that.
Okay.
Second Tuesday of each month, if residents call in, our Public Works Department goes around and picks up different items that they're not able to get in their garbage can, and that is free of charge.
And I would like to expand upon that because that's a really important feature, because the town pays the City of Casper by the pound to dispose of our garbage, which is way, way cheaper than those bale fill passes. If anybody looks, $26 it's, for the weight you put in the truck. We pay a fraction of that for the town services to go up there and pay per the pound. So I would encourage residents to utilize that feature. It's actually saving the town money by doing it, so.
Also, with people who are maybe doing some spring cleanup with their yard with the different limbs and different stuff, if you will bind those limbs up in, I believe it's 5-foot increments, and so that they're in a bundle, so that when the sanitation people go around, they can pick up that bundle and put it on the truck. It makes it a lot easier. As well as, I did notice one of the comments that I would like to just remind our residents to please make sure that you bag your trash and make sure that it is in the proper receptacle the correct way. I know there's a lot of trash that's out, and a lot of extra time is on
our sanitation people if they have to get out and there's trash all over, and it makes our town look a lot better if people are more cognizant of having their stuff in trash bags and tied. I know that there have been a couple of people who are going around in different trash cans. I have seen it my own self. But if we can just try to do what we can do on our part as we're putting it in the trash can to make it less of a hazard as far as trash blowing out, that would be wonderful as well. So just please call on the second Tuesday or before the second Tuesday so that the guys, like I say Monday, the second Monday, so the guys they know their route, they can plan it and go up and pick up those limbs. Don't just put them in your alley because they're just going to leave them there. But if you bind them in 5-foot increments and make it a bundle so that the guys can pick it up and put it in the proper receptacles, they can get it away from our trashes.
Janelle, are they calling town hall or are they calling public works?
Town hall.
Town hall, thank you. Phil?
Can I just make one other comment too? Casper, I know, and I'm not sure if they passed that or not, but I think they did, where you could only use the current month water bill. That you could, like ours are supposedly good for a year. That Casper wasn't allowing that, and you also had to have a photo ID when you use that garbage pass, but because it is very expensive, I know when I was on the council, we were paying $20. And I didn't, to be honest about it, I didn't know that until I signed one of those bills one day, and then I seen that was $20. But I used to run up there sometimes with just 1 or 2 little bags of garbage and throw it in there. So I thought it was no great big deal, but, so I quit doing that. But that may be something to help police up some of that too, because it does get really expensive after a while.
Yeah, it
That's
absolutely
a very
does.
good point.
So, and especially for the smaller loads, anything we can do to have the town, help with those pickups, those pay by the pound is going to be much, much less than using the pass.
And wet garbage weighs more than dry garbage, so keep the lids closed.
I don't think I'd ever would have thought about that.
Okay, is there any more discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. And we will now have the engineer's report. Shane, you're on.
All right, thank you, Mayor and Council. So I have a few things tonight. I'll make sure Lexi's sitting down for this one, but.
I got the heads up.
Okay, good. On the Mystery Bridge and Wildcat Road Improvements Project, I have application for payment number 11. The total pay request from Wayne Coleman Construction is $626,998.82. That's for work completed and material delivered on site from May 1st through May 29th. It was primarily the asphalt paving. So that's why that's the largest pay request we've had to date, but it's just a tremendous amount of asphalt. It's a costly item. So we're holding 5% retainage for total retainage of this pay request of $31,349.94. So the total amount due for pay request number 11 is $595,648.88, with $31,349.94 being placed in the joint retainage account. So just recommend a motion to pay Wayne Coleman Construction for pay application number 11.
Do I have a motion, pay Wayne Coleman?
All motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Lexi, is still everybody good on paying as well?
Yes,
Okay, just,
the 4 entities, is that what you're?
yeah, just, it's
Yes.
more of a, it's just like, it's
Yes.
always that's always like, oh, that's a lot, but it's like, is everybody else paying too?
Yes, they
Okay.
do their reimbursement and then Shane does the drawdown.
Perfect, just
We
wanted,
haven't had any issues with.
I just
There's
like
always
to
a
check.
lag there.
I always like to
Yes.
check.
But
Yeah, I mean, absolutely gotta expect that of the lag, but I always just wanna check that the others are still doing their
Yeah,
part.
we get the grant reimbursement about the time that
The
the
next
next
one
step
is-
is going out.
yes.
And then, so it's a little lag, but it's no issues.
Any more discussion?
Nope, that was all my question.
No more discussions. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
So on the same project, I have draw request number 11. Draw request number 11 is for reimbursement for Wayne Coleman Construction's pay application number 10. So this is part of the lag. They're a month behind when I can do the drawdown because I have to wait for the checks to clear and then get all that and approve at the next council meeting. So that's part of the lag. So we're always one pay request behind. This is pay application number 10. And it's for the total draw request is for total amount that's put on the draw request is $197,912.23. The grant covers 88%, so the total actual drawdown request is $174,163. Leaves a remaining balance on the grant of $5,525,521. Just recommend a motion for the mayor to sign and submit drawdown request number 11.
Do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one you counted.
I think Greg was louder.
I'll let you have the next one.
That's fine. Rock, paper, scissors.
You got it straight, Janelle?
I got it.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this one? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
So just to add to that draw request number 11, as we always talk about, the town will receive additional reimbursement from the other four parties for a total of $21,869.30. So of this total amount, the town's responsible for $1,880.17. That's more just for information. Moving on, so the Mesa Phase 2 project, so we're nearing the completion of Phase 1. Phase 2 is for the extension of Wildcat Drive and then the new road called Gambler Drive that ties into the highway, and then water, sewer, storm, and some grading to put the roads in. That project is moving forward. I have a couple things on it tonight. The first thing is a revocable license agreement. This is a license agreement between the town of Evansville and the city of Casper to cross the rails to trails right away with our new street. We've done this. The city of Casper controls the right of way, the old rails to trails right of way. I don't know the fine details, but they have kind of control of that right of way. So they issue license agreements anytime a utility crosses it or a new road. We did it with Mystery Bridge Road with the Phase 1. We've done it with Craig Thomas Boulevard, and that might be about it, just those two. So this agreement has been reviewed multiple times, but the recent one was reviewed again by Leah Scott, town attorney. She had a couple minor changes, and those changes have been incorporated into this new agreement. So I just recommend a motion for the mayor to execute the license agreement with the city of Casper for the rails to trails right-of-way crossing.
Do I have a motion for this?
A motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
So the next thing on that project for, like I mentioned, Phase 2, we're underway. We actually opened bids for this project last Thursday. June 4, 2026, bids were received from Andreen Hunt Construction, 71 Construction, Ramshorn Construction, Knife River, Western Municipal Construction, JR Civil, Grizzly Excavating, Oftedal Installation and Service Company, and Wayne Coleman Construction. So a lot of bidders. Andreen Hunt submitted the lowest responsive bid of $4,142,046 even. Next lowest bidder was Knife River at $4,161,458. The bids did have quite a bit of range. I don't remember the high exactly. It was in the $5.5 million range. You know, does that sound right? It's printed here, but I did not bring my glasses. So if anybody has better eyes than me. There's pretty good range, but the low bid was a great number. Fits well within our budget for the project. Our estimate was about 4.7, and like I said, they came in at $4,142,46. So recommend tonight to sign the notice of award to Andreen Hunt Construction in the amount of $4,142,46, and then we will execute contracts at the next council meeting. Talked to Andreen Hunt. Things are crazy right now with just things going on in the world, and a lot of suppliers are only holding their prices till the 20th. And so it's important that once we get the notice of award signed, they can lock them prices in. So I recommend execution of the notice of award tonight, again, for Andrew Hunt Construction for phase 2 of the Mesa project.
Okay, do I have a motion for this?
A motion?
I'll second. Alana's got it.
I've got a motion and a second. Any discussion on this? Okay. No discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Then the last thing I have tonight is a draw request for the Lathrop Pathway Phase 2. And this is a typo, it's actually draw request number 3. Sure, yeah, draw request number 3. Draw request number 3 is a reimbursement for invoices from Trito Construction pay application number 1 and for construction engineering services from March 1 through March 30th. The total of the invoices is $28,405. The grant covers 90.49%, so the total draw request is $25,703.68. Leaves a remaining balance on the grant of $565,755.47. Just recommend a motion for the mayor to sign and submit draw request number 3 on the Lathrop Pathway project.
I move.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
This is from what dates?
It's the pay request number 1 that you approved a month ago, and then our engineering services from March. The lag because canceled checks.
Okay, sorry, I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
No more discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. That's all you have there?
That's all I have tonight.
Do I have a motion to accept the engineer's report?
I move.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
All motion?
I second.
I have a motion and a second for adjournment. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. We are adjourned.
Alana, did you sign that?
I did. Yeah. I didn't realize it was right here and I just signed it now.
I just like